Laid back Mickey here with Matt from JaYoe Nation.
Howdy.
And Matt, hey, you're sitting in your new trike from AZUB.
Yep.
Now, is this a trike that was lost in the somewhere in the world?
This is that very trike. Yep. If you're actually watching my channel today, it's pre-lost trike because I'm delayed on my vlogs are delayed by a few months.
Oh my.
So so if you're watching my channel, this trike will become missing and then
it'll appear.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Right here. And and we are at the 2022 CycleCon. That was missing for a couple years as well, wasn't it?
Well, you know what? This is my first show in the United States ever.
Oh wow.
So this is a bit of a weird thing for me because I have a lot of people that have watched my videos over the years, and most of them are from North America. So coming here is an opportunity for me to connect with a lot of people who have seen me travel over the last decade almost, which is pretty wild.
Yeah, and you've been, I know, like a lot of places in Asia, right?
Yes.
And where else have you been in the world? I know recently you went to, the Czech or?
Yeah, if you're watching the channel right now, if this goes up, then you'll see me and Honza here from AZUB cycling. We're currently in Slovakia. And my last episode, we spent the night at a castle. We spent the night in the courtyard of a ruined castle on the peak of a mountain in Slovakia, which was pretty wild.
Who says you can't have an adventure on a trike? Because
nobody. Who says that?
I don't know. Whoever they are, they're not here.
They've never ridden one.
They've never ridden one. And yours looks like the ultimate touring trike.
Yeah, pretty awesome. So if you followed me from way back, I was riding a Scorpion 20FS.
Yep. And
I went to HP and they helped me build it, and then I took it on the road and I rode that thing China, Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia.
Oh my.
And then Malaysia, the pandemic hit and my trike got sort of stuck there.
Oh wow.
And so I came back to the United States. I built a van. I'm building a van in order to continue my journey, but in a new way.
Yeah.
Instead of cycling from China to the United States, I think I'm going to do a meshing of the van with the trike on the back and reverse the tour. So instead America to Asia. I was trikeless for a while, and AZUB found out I was trikeless and decided to try to remedy that. And they contacted me and said, "Hey, would you like to try a Ti-Fly X?"
Wow.
And I said, 3 26-inch wheels. That's pretty
26,
big, you know. But it didn't. I mean, the moment I rode it, I was like, "Wow, it's a lot of fun." I mean, it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like a blast. I mean, it looks like it could go anywhere.
Yeah.
And so you've had this one for what, a month now, or?
Yeah, a few months. A
few months.
Yeah.
And then where have you taken it? It looks like you've gotten a little use out of it.
The use is because that's what happened with the package when it was stuck in the airport.
Oh, with the dragging around.
It got transported all over the place.
Kept on going on that wheel back and forth in circles for.
If you guys don't know, I was flying back from Czech Republic, Czechia to Portland, and my trike got lost in Dublin, and it was stuck in Dublin for like a month and a half almost.
Are you blaming the Irish just because I'm Mickey O'Brien? Are you blaming the Irish?
No, you're all right. Well, the luck of the Irish shone on me because I put a few videos out, and there was somebody at the airport that found it for me.
Oh my!
Which was pretty incredible.
So one of your followers saw it and said, that looks like Matt's trike.
Yep.
And did they see it like you lost it on your show?
I made a video where I was aggressively kind of attacking WestJet because they were the airline, and
the culprit.
You lost my trike. It caught the attention of Irish media.
Oh
because Dublin Airport was like a big news story.
Yeah.
Especially in Ireland, because it was everybody was having that was a major conduit for people traveling around, and everybody was getting stuff lost. And so this guy with the trike and this odd adventure had his trike lost. So I was like the mascot for this crazy debacle that was happening. And so Irish Times, Irish NPR, Irish Radio, Irish TV, they all picked up my story, and the story passed on to some people that worked in Dublin Airport,
Oh, wow.
And they gave me one of the baggage handlers down below gave me a call, and he's like, "Hey, Matt, you know, I'm not going to do that. That was a weird Australia, sorry." And he says, "Is this your trike, your box?" And I said, "Yeah." And so he's like, "We'll watch it." And then they talked to the management at the airport. And the funny thing was that I called WestJet, knowing where my trike was in Dublin, and I said, "Hey, do you guys have any updates on my trike?" And they said, "Yeah, we think it's in Calgary." And I said, "It's not in Calgary." And they're like, "How do you know that?" I says, "Because I know, here's a picture of it in the basement of Dublin." My. So it was pretty wild. But I got reunited, and now
I didn't know there was a basement in Dublin.
Yeah, where all the luggage, goes down that track, and then it all piles up. There's a mountain under there.
Kind of like Pee Wee Herman's basement in the Alamo.
Yeah, right.
There's a basement in Dublin. I can't find the basement. And so, but you did. You found it.
Yep.
You got your trike back.
Yep.
And it's here. How'd you get it? Did you have to go get it from Dublin to here, or like did you? I'm going to hold on to my trike and bring it home. How did it get back to the U.S.?
Well, my story got prioritized. So because I had some media attention, they didn't want to mess up. So they sent it. They basically hand delivered it to Detroit.
Yep.
And it arrived in pretty bad. I mean, the box was pretty tore up.
Oh man. Yeah.
But luckily everything was good, except for say these fenders, which have a bit of scuffing on them.
Yeah. But, and I won't say what airline we flew with, but some of our bags got lost yesterday, and we had to go buy some gear at Best Buy and in Walmart.
Got to make things work.
We had to make it do, but we did it. And so now you got so much going on right now. You're in the States.
Yep.
Probably because there's a lot of chaos going over in Malaysia and stuff like that. And did you just want to be home, or did you say, I have this project with my new van that I want to oversee? Why did?
Well, the van kind of came out after the fact. So my tour was paused because of the pandemic.
Yep.
So I went back to China, and China is great through the pandemic, because they have such an isolationist tactic.
Yep.
You're in, you stay in.
Yeah.
If you go out, you can't come back in again unless you want to quarantine for a month, and it's very expensive. So I felt sort of confined to China, and I traveled a lot in China over the course of the last two years after the pandemic.
Yeah.
But I was sort of like, the whole point of my tour, the whole point of my journey is that I wanted to see the world. I didn't just want to isolate in one country, even a country I enjoyed, which was like China, or even here in America. I want to move around.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to bite the bullet and leave.
Yeah.
And go back to America.
Yeah.
And because once you were in America, America has different COVID guidelines. You can kind of get around, travel.
In every city, every county, every state.
It's crazy. But it was a little bit more free to roam.
Yeah.
And so I came here, and I was trying to figure out how to get my trike, the original, here.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of trouble and headache and money to get it here. I was thinking, when I travel around on the original tour, I would have to find Wi-Fi via a hostel or a coffee shop or a place to stay. Yeah. And in Asia, that was very cheap. Like $5, you could rent a hostel. It was really inexpensive. $5-10. But then I came to the United States. You just don't have that infrastructure. Things are a lot more expensive here. And so I was thinking, maybe if I buy a van and I make that van my studio, my home, and my transportation, then maybe I can continue traveling around the world, telling stories, talking to people, and doing what I really love doing. And then when the trike comes, I'll just marry the trike to the van, and then we'll keep going. Well, then AZUB reached out to me, and then we've got the Ti-Fly X here. So,
the Ti-Fly X with the 26 all around, super cool.
Yep.
And so you're probably shooting videos about your van right now on your channel.
Yes.
By the way, what's your channel again?
JaYoe Nation, JaYoe.
OE Nation. So this is van life, right? You're probably having people from all over the world watch the van life and how you're building it up from scratch, how you're designing it. You're telling me that you're doing, did you say billet machine panels or?
The like CAD, computer aided drafting. So the whole van interior has been mapped out, like all the corners, all the edges, all the articulations in the wall, and you put that into the computer, and then you design basically like an IKEA set, all the different panels that will join together in order to form your interior. And so I have that I'm working on this winter. So I'm hoping to finish the van this winter.
Yeah, so if you guys want to see more about Matt's van, go to JaYoe Nation and just watch the pieces come together one at a time. And so I've been watching some of your videos on doing some of the suspension work and stuff. I guess you're going to be going camping, going in like off-road.
Well, my mission is to go to the top of Alaska and then just start working my way down. And we'll throw this out here on this video is, as I've been representing AZUB here today, a lot of dealers have been coming by and they've been saying, hey, Matt, I'm in Nebraska. We have a great rails to trails here. Hey, Matt, I'm in Tampa. We got a great... And so what I'm thinking is to put this out to you, anybody, if you go to my YouTube channel, if you have a unique story, a unique, beautiful trail or journey, let me know, send me an email, and maybe I can add you to my tour, and then I can take the van there, drop the trike down, and we'll have an amazing journey, you know? And then I'll continue the tour in that sort of a way, where I just bounce around with, because when I had the trike only, it was more of a straight journey. But now that I have the van, I can
go everywhere.
I can go everywhere. And so that would be interesting. So I'm going to go to the top of Alaska and work my way down.
Nice.
Produce the videos. Also have a travel podcast from the back of the van, and just telling interesting stories of interesting people as I go.
And meet great people. It's kind of, you're like kind of the Guy Fieri of the trike and travel and adventure world. To where you get to go meet people, see, rather than seeing their diner, see their trail. Right? And experience it. That was a tasty trail with lots of gritty rocks and stuff, you know?
For sure.
I love it. You're living my dream.
Wow.
You know, I'm a pop, so I got 3 grandchildren I'm watching right now. But my wife and I, we're going to rent a trailer motorhome, and we're going to do some of that, like in little short bursts. You know, a month at a time. I love how your channel just shows like there's so much more in the world that you could experience, that you could live, and that you just could love life at its fullest. And that's why I love doing what I do, is because it's, you know, about living more. It's like you're never done until you're finally done, right? And so live every day to its fullest. Anything else exciting for? I know you got your van. What's going to be once you have your van done? What is your first major tour or trip, like Alaska? Is there a place in Alaska that, like, are you going to go see the Northern Lights, or what do you want to see when you go there?
I have been leveraging my social media audience to help build the van, reaching out to companies, help, because it's really expensive to build these vans. It's crazy expensive.
I've seen it.
It's not a trike. It's like a lot of trikes.
I thought a trike was expensive.
Right.
Check out building
van life.
Your custom van.
So I've been reaching out a lot of these companies, and the companies themselves are going to be working with me. So next year is going to be all about going to all of the biggest expos and outdoor and van life events. Taking the van there, and then sharing in the events with all the sponsors. Because my van is basically going to be a demo van for all of their stuff. So I'm thinking, because I was thinking about the way that trikes have evolved over time, and they become more and more mainstream. They're still kind of a niche, you know, but they're still more. But I think like marrying van life to the recumbent industry could be an interesting thing. So I have a feeling that taking this trike, putting it on the back of my van and taking it to these events will raise a lot of interest for people who have these like $250,000 vans that might really enjoy having a unique 3-wheeled recumbent ride on the back, you know. So for next year, I'll be going to Flagstaff. I'll be going to all Virginia. I'll be going to California. I'll be bouncing around to all these places, talking to people and probably getting them interested in trikes and recumbents via my new van life movement. You know.
Yeah. And so right now in your van, is there? Are you putting this on the outside or are you putting it on the inside?
This will be suspended over the back of my van. You'll have the tire on the door.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a case on the door for my outdoor like panniers and stuff.
Yeah. And
then the trike will sit above it. That's the original plan.
How do you get it up there?
Muscles.
Muscles. Okay. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Do you strip it down a little?
Yeah.
Strip
I
a bunch
think
of stuff off it. And I know I have a trike with a motor on it. I'm sorry, I'm cheating.
Yeah.
You know, like this here. And so I take my battery off. I take my little bag is like 25 pounds of crap, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, this has been a great interview, Matt.
Cool.
Super fun. If you want to see more JaYoe Nation, go check it out on YouTube. Where else would you check it out?
If you go on Google and type in JaYoe, I own that word, so there's no other word like that anywhere.
Where'd you come up with that, by the way?
In Chinese, JaYoe means Jia means to add, like one Jia one is two, right? Yeah. And Yo is literally oil or fuel for your car.
Yeah.
So in China, if you're running low on gas, you'll say, "Well, JaYoe." It means I have to add fuel to my car.
Yeah.
But in slang, it's been adapted to mean add whatever fuel you need to succeed. So fuel for me is making videos. Fuel for you is
living life to its
living
fullest.
life to its fullest. So JaYoe means add whatever you need to succeed. So I've kind of adapted that as my mantra. I really like it.
So live life to its fullest, succeed in life, and do whatever. And JaYoe, fuel it. Fuel it. Check it out. Check out Matt's channel. And if you want to see more cool videos like this, check out the Laid Back channel. And Mickey out. Peace.
Hey, I'm at Recumbent CycleCon. Subscribe for more trike videos.